Greetings, and welcome to Shadowcasters Network. You're watching our actual play of the tabletop role-playing game Apocalypse World. In this apocalypse, our players run a battle-rigged food truck called the Carnival, roaming the red wastes of Mars collecting ingredients and bounties. I'm Mac. They, them, or she, her pronouns, and I'm the Game Master.
I'm Zafira, she, her pronouns, and I'm playing the Maestro D, Rita.
Hey everybody, I'm Oz, and I'm playing the screwy, wacky, messed up driver of the Carnival, Farley Cobra, pronouns he, him.
What's up? I'm Jess, they, or she. They're both okay. I am playing our resident weirdo, Brainer, and Carnival DJ, Crossfade, whose pronouns are they and them.
Hi, I'm Cliff. My pronouns are they and or he, and my character is Last the Carnival's murder spree battle babe, who is definitely a he/him.
So before we begin, we highly encourage all of our viewers to participate in our charity drive. All proceeds made from this live stream will be split over 70 different community bail funds, mutual aid funds, and racial justice organizers.
Yep, and you can help us do that through our super chats. So send your message of love and support for the show or for the cause, and it will be stickied at the top of the chat. And the more that you donate, the longer it will stay up. And we'll be reading all of your super chats exclusively for our live audience right in the middle of the show, as well as the end of the show. So give us something to talk about, and thank you for it.
Thanks, Oz. And with that, it's time to take a rocket to the apocalypse. Previously on Apocalypse World, a mysterious masked figure looms in Farley's visions while the crew decides to pull off a daring heist for real coffee beans on the surface of Reagan's Hope, which is the only surviving luxury city on Mars. The heist gets bloody, the police arrive, and the Carnival is cornered, now facing the mysterious masked figure that has finally found Farley. What do you do?
Oh man.
I'm like stuck in place, right? I'm not able to actually fight back. I tried to run this motherfucker over, but I couldn't. I was stopped in my tracks. So what does everybody see? What does Farley look like to everybody else?
I guess from the back. Why did we stop?
Am I even able to talk?
Hey, Crossfade came flying into the cab at the end because you hit the brakes and they were not secured. They just pop up and they're like, Farley, what the fuck? Dude.
We're cut off.
Oh, hello? Snapping in front of his face. Hey.
He's just gurgling.
Guys, we got a fucking situation.
Last is getting up there.
A little incapacitated. I don't know a better way to really describe what's happening to him.
All right, well, what's your call, Rita? What do we do?
Shit.
Unfight or
if we can run, that'd be great, but we kind of...
I'm gonna reach down and grab Farley by the front of his shirt and like unbuckle him and yoink him out of there and hop down in the pilot seat.
Okay, you see, so you see this suited, masked figure step out of the armored vehicle that they're in. Last, I would like you to roll weird for me.
I'm pretty weird. 9, partial success.
Okay.
It's a little weird.
So you you hear in your mind, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
You're not me. And I'm going to throw it in reverse and wheel it into, just crash into some building that hopefully seems less secure than some of the other ones, and try to like barrel us through like into a street to roll down, like make us some other path. Just a big grin on his face.
You do that, and you see the as you begin moving, you go backward. The Carnival hits a number of other cars that are behind it, and crashes into a building. You also see the armored vehicles in front of you come forward, following the Carnival.
Farley right now is the GIF screams internally.
Oz, can you do me a favor real quick?
Yes.
Can you roll for V-Harm?
Yes, I can.
As they're doing that, I'm going to turn to whoever's to my right, maybe crossfade, and say, "Who the hell's on the turn, and why aren't they shooting people?"
Also, that's a good question.
God, do I have to murder everybody myself?
Clearly. I don't know, I guess Crossfade like skitters up to try to get into the turret. It's like, okay, what the fuck do I do with this? Can't be that hard, right? You just aim it and you hit the button.
I mean,
I also don't. I'm just thinking like
it'll
the
be fine.
fucking kickback on this thing. It's gonna Crossfade's snoodly little ass out.
Okay, so question. The building, this sounds like structural damage.
Yes.
So this is currently 7 or 8 harm. How much harm is that? 7, 8 harm?
That is,
It's a lot.
That's what we got armor for, right?
sorry, if you're taking structural damage, we'll call it 7.
Oh, we're trying to cause 7 harm to the building. Never mind. So, but I guess it's also doing harm back because we're right. There's nothing like specifically about a direct hit from a moving vehicle inflicts to it. Okay. I would assume it goes backwards too. So we're just looking at like. Oh god. All right, so I'm just gonna max out the harm to 5.
All right.
Because even with armor, I don't see how I can. Yeah. All right. Here goes. There's a +5 on this harm roll. That's a 14.
Ooh.
To vehicle harm. So on 10 plus, we lose control.
I would say you crash. And the Carnival is going to take 1 harm right in the transmission.
Oh no.
You are crashing into a building.
Yes, but the question is, do I crash through the building?
Oh god. I think you do. You crash into it. You don't crash all the way through it. I think about half of the Carnival is like backed into the building, The other half is, still outside. And, you see inside the building, people are, running in the other direction, screaming, panicking. Just crashed through their building.
Can I make some sort of driving roll to make this happen better? Or maybe worse?
I would say no, you've already rolled for it.
I want to open my brain to the maelstrom to see if I can find a way out.
Okay.
I never actually rolled to drive.
Oh, shit.
Here we go. Nope.
Rita's getting weird. Oh, wow. Man.
Not weird enough.
Actually, should be.
Not even a little bit.
Okay, Rita, as a result of that failure, you hear the same voice in your mind. You're their leader, aren't you? I would tell your crew to stand down. It's going to be a lot easier on everyone if you just comply.
Who is this?
You see the person in the suit wave.
Wait, the person in the suit?
Yes. They're making eye contact with you.
Like outside?
Yes.
Oh, great. That tells me nothing.
Their voice is being projected directly into your mind, and you feel compelled to listen to them.
Oh boy. Well, all right. Well then, shit. I guess the gig's up.
Your truck did just crash into a building.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much coming back from that. It really would be easier for everyone involved if you just give yourself up.
For what?
They say nothing.
Shit. This is why I fucking hate Reagan's hope. All right. Let's see here. We got one person on the gun.
Who doesn't know how to use it?
I mean, it's point and click.
Sure.
It's just like an Amiga.
It's one person on the gun who is not strong enough to keep it trained in one place.
That's fine. It's called suppressing fire. It's perfectly fine.
No, that's fine. Just
shit.
Rita.
And we're kind of stuck here now.
Rita.
what's the call, Rita?
Rita, don't
They
sacrifice.
won't get out of my head.
Don't sacrifice the carnival. Don't do it.
But if otherwise we're gonna sacrifice ourselves.
You shouldn't listen to him. You should listen to me.
Why?
Because it'll be easier on everyone involved. I've told you.
What does that even mean? Define easier.
Just trust me. You can get out of this alive, or you can get out of this dead.
I don't want to be alive. I want to be free.
You really don't want to pick a fight with security on Reagan's Hope, do you? You know that's not smart. You know you'll be fighting a losing battle.
Farley gives you a nod. Trying to just reassure you.
What all are my mechanical options here? Like I know you said I was compelled, so like how compelled am I?
I am going to say that on a miss, you have to do what they tell you.
All right.
So out of
You can refuse. You can refuse, but you will be taking harm as a result.
Fuck it, I'm taking the harm.
Psychic damage.
Okay, yes,
Yeah,
that is psychic damage. You're going to take 1 harm.
1 harm. All right. Do I roll a dice for that? Because it says suffer
No, you
harm and there's a roll button.
Yes, every time that you roll, every time you take harm, you're supposed to roll harm. Let me double check, though.
Okay.
And I'm still in control of this thing. I'm going to keep trying to drive it on back through the building if I can, or if that stops, then I'll try to drive forward. And if I could roll something to drive, that's kind of what I'm going for, not just hitting things and seeing what happens.
I would say you're probably going to have to roll me a cool for that.
And Rita, since you got a 4 on the harm, you keep it together and overcome the psychic harm with no effect.
All right, I got a partial success.
You still take the
Okay.
harm, but
All right. All right.
there's nothing else worse coming out of that.
Gotcha. So I take a harm. All right.
Rita's just like, no.
The power of no. Crossfade. Different new plan.
Yeah.
I need you to make the loudest dance party you have ever made happen.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay.
It's all we got. We
Okay,
can't outgun them. We can't outrun them.
Farley. Sorry, no, not Farley. Last. On a partial success, I think you're able to get the carnival moving, but it's because of the extent that it's been damaged, it's going to take another harm.
Oh dear God.
When Farley gets back to, he's gonna have a meltdown.
I'm already here.
Then why aren't you driving?
Is there like a hatch or anything that can take you from where the turret is, like to the roof? Perhaps the outside.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
I kind of picture the turret as being on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Get out.
I thought
Yeah, it's like a little.
I was imagining it had like a bubble over it or something.
Yeah,
I was thinking like a ring turret. Just.
pretty sure I did that in like our first fight, so I could go.
I think you did climb from the turret and just jump onto vehicles.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna, climb up onto the roof and be like, Jesus Christ. Right? And just kind of get up to the front and just be like, hello! It's me. Because Rita told me to throw a dance party, and that's what I'm gonna fucking do.
All right, Crossfade, what exactly are you doing?
Right now I'm just like, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. To myself as I'm like walking along the roof of the truck.
Okay.
Yeah. So come back to me. I'm just in setup mode right now.
All right. Okay. What is? So yeah. Last, the truck is moving.
All right. So hopefully I'm on some other street on the other side. I'm gonna try to get it rolling down the road before the other vehicles get a chance to roll around behind. Or if they do, maybe they'll have to plow through a building too. That'd be fun.
You hear this horrible grinding noise as you get moving. You kind of get the sense that the truck is maybe not supposed to make that sound.
Yeah, we'll fix it later. Anyway, I'm trying to pick up speed, and I don't really know my way around, but I got a big grin on my face, and I turn over to Rita. What? You're not smiling. Come on. It doesn't get any better than this.
It definitely does. It definitely gets better than this.
Whoa! As I vehicle it.
Crossfade, I need them dancing so they're not shooting. Please. And that lady in the suit is in our head.
But
So what's the plan? We going for an
don't
elevator?
Don't you do head things?
I don't think we could talk to each other through the roof.
Oh, we have
I don't know
names.
if I can hear you. I don't know if I can hear you or not. I'm just hearing like muffled from inside.
I'm just like, where is dancing? Do head things before we die. I beseech you.
It's pretty much my life philosophy.
Screaming
All right,
internally.
How many like people am I looking at here? I'm assuming there's people in all the cars. There's people running around from the building.
You think you're probably looking at, I mean, people running around from the building. Like, as you're moving, there are probably about 7 people who have their direct attention on you.
Okay. All eyes on me. I mean, how many, like, what am I trying to determine here?
Are you trying to determine whether they are a mob?
No, not necessarily. I just want to know,
Because I would not call them a mob.
well, no, but it doesn't have to be. I would just assume a mob refers to a group of people, but like, all right, well, here's an idea. What is, gosh, I wish my brain worked right now. It is Mask Boy looking at me in my direction.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
Hey, I say to myself, there you are. Because, you know, I look at a group of people and one of them looks like a fucking weirdo and is wearing a mask, and I'm like, that's the one I want. And I'm just going to, like, strike a pose, start playing a little solo, and I am going to try to do direct brain whisper projections on this boy.
Okay.
I'm going to make an attempt.
Oh my god. I don't know what
All
this
right.
means,
Well.
but please.
Hitting the button. Okay, success.
Just in time for the break.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I have to look
Okay.
something up.
I'm just like dancing back and forth, like, yeah, you keep looking at me. You keep looking at me.
So, crossfade. You, you attempt to whisper into their mind, as you would, pretty much anyone else that you're trying to manipulate. And as you do, you hear a voice in your mind that just says, that doesn't work on me.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Damn it. Fuck. Fuck. I'm still dancing though. Well, so much for that idea.
What are you going to do? These vehicles are quickly gaining on you. And you were driving at a very high speed through the city.
Farley very desperately wants to break out of whatever control this fucking masked person has him under. How do I do this?
Roll me a weird.
All right. Farley looks like as the vehicle is like our carnival is just rushing through the highway. He's just looking at the clouds like zooming by, and he just kind of like enters them with his new weather eye ability. When he am I opening? Wait, no, this is just regular weird. I'm not opening my brain to the psychic maelstrom, am I?
No, you're not. You are not. I am sorry.
Well, he feels enlightened by them, hopefully. Okay, partial.
Partially enlightened.
Okay, that is a partial success.
Damn you, -1. Could have succeeded. All right.
Okay, I'm sorry. Remind me real quick what you're exactly what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to break
You're
free
trying to break
of like
their
that
control.
mental control, yeah, because I'm hoping maybe I can help in the vehicle in some other manner.
Okay. You in attempting to do this, and attempting to basically close your brain, is the only way you can think to describe it. You feel something snap. You're going to suffer 1 harm.
Psychic harm?
Yes, but you feel like you've broken free of their influence.
Okay. That sounds suspicious. All right, here we go. Rolling harm. Okay. 9.
Okay.
So that is, you can choose 1 from the suffer psychic harm list.
Mhm.
Do you have it pulled up, or do you want me to read them out?
I have it pulled up.
Okay.
Okay, I can choose 1.
None of these are good.
I'm gonna say you miss noticing something important. I'm not sure what that something important is that you... Oh, no. I know. I know.
What is it?
So you are not aware that the Carnival is normally like a typically pretty, smooth driving vehicle for the most part. It is not driving smoothly right now. If you were, in complete control of your mind, then you would probably notice that there was something very wrong with it. You don't
Gotcha.
notice this at all.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I kind of just... So Farley snaps out of it. He's just, like, jolted awake, and he's just like... Ah! And I think he's gonna, like, run to the... He's gonna run to the side. He's gonna, like, look out the window and see, like, what's behind him and around him.
There are about 4 armored vehicles and multiple of the little, like, bean police cars. They've got sirens on.
And then route choices, are we just like on a highway, or...
You are on basically what is like the main road of the city.
Okay.
So there are people on the sides, there are buildings on the sides.
I just... Yeah, Farley's just gonna just yell to Lass, drive, keep driving, floor it.
That's what I'm doing. It's not going very fast.
Desperately trying to not get flung off the top.
I know this. I know the Carnival. It can go faster.
Right, where do I go anyway? This place is a dome city.
We're
Back to
gonna
the
break
elevator?
through the dome.
That's stupid.
We can
That's
handle
really
it.
stupid. No, I don't think we can. We barely handled that frail cardboard structure I drove through.
I don't think that was cardboard.
Eh,
And definitely not frail.
Is it like a solid dome or is it like a terraforming bubble? Like what we went
Yeah, I could have swung. I figured there would be. I thought there'd be at least above ground exits.
out of.
maybe if somebody got on the turret, they could weaken it enough or put a hole through. 16 and 17, where are they anyway?
Hopefully hiding.
Why isn't anybody helping?
We're here. We're on the truck. We're just like really scared.
right.
I have no idea what to do right now.
All right, Farley, in a bid for desperation of keeping the carnival alive, will hop onto the turret.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe Farley. Maybe you want to drive. I mean, this is fun and all.
We don't
You
have-
never let me drive. before, but-
What are you gonna do? You're gonna pull over on the side of the road so that I can step in? You gotta take this.
All right, I'm in.
Just don't fuck it up. Don't run into anything.
So you know that there is like a wall and multiple gates outside of Reagan's Hope, surrounding the city. I don't know how much you know about it. But it is definitely in a terraforming bubble. Mm-hmm. As opposed to like a solid dome that encloses the entire thing.
Okay. And is there a wall of any kind surrounding the city? I assume so.
Yes.
Okay.
There is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to find something to launch us
There's a
over
wall
the
outside. It has multiple gates. You kind of get the impression, just due to the way that Reagan Soap is run and organized, that, all of the gates probably have like checkpoints at them. They're going to have checkpoints and airlocks and stuff like that.
Yeah. Farley's getting on the turret anyway, but oh god.
Mm-hmm.
So again, what's the plan? Driving through town till they get us?
I think.
More like driving through town, but stay on the roads if you can.
That's not too hard.
We probably can't afford to go through another building.
Yeah, I figured that.
We are fucked. Capital F C E.
Last, I think at this point, Crossfade like drops down, like upside down. Their head is hanging outside of the driver's side window. They, like,
Waves
knock-
out of space.
like,
Oh,
knock
hey,
on the
what's
window,
on the
like,
window?
hey,
Yeah, what's up?
go that way. That's where the fucking soup is. They won't follow us through that.
Thank you. And I go
Yeah.
that way.
The what?
The soup?
Fucking soup.
I have no idea what they're talking about, but I'm going that way.
It's a fucking death trap.
So there is as with most surface cities, an area where toxic waste is disposed of, essentially. It's, there has to be some kind of place to dispose of, toxic radioactive materials. And, most cities have them sort of within the bubble. It is far enough outside that it doesn't, interfere with people's, living and working space, but it's also close enough inside that there is still a breathable atmosphere there. You don't want to hang out there for a long time, but you're able to be out there and breathe long enough to dispose of all of your, nasty toxic garbage. Yeah.
Keep going.
Crossfade, this is obviously something that you're familiar with.
Yeah, keep going until you see something that looks like a fucking hot spring full of neon Nutra paste, okay?
All right.
That
Canvas.
sounds absolutely disgusting.
It's the worst. Still hanging on to the outside of the cab,
Okay.
having this conversation.
Maybe you want to get in and strap in if we're going someplace like that.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. I just disappear so I can go back down through the turret. Just get back in the truck.
Farley takes a seat at the turret and just swings it around and is just gonna fire indiscriminately behind the carnival. I'm gonna do the lay down fire move.
Okay.
I'm not great at it, but I'm gonna do it. Okay. Partial success. Okay, so I get to choose
That's
two
not
of
bad.
these.
You keep rolling 9s.
I know. I'm always like this short.
All right.
Okay.
Here's
So I am going to we said we're getting close to the soup, or like the turn on the soup. Okay, so I'm going to provide covering fire, allowing another character to move or act freely, so that Lass can drive us towards the soup without any interference. And then I'm going to provide I guess I'll provide supporting fire also to give... Well, you're not doing any battle moves. I'll take an opportune shot. I'll inflict some harm, but -1 harm on an enemy. So let's see. I've got a... Oh god, there's like information everywhere. I've got, so I'm shooting a mounted 50 cal machine gun. So it does 5 harm, but -1, 4 harm. Far area messy. All right. Yes, I'm inflicting 4 harm on one of your armored vehicles.
Okay. Nice. Hang on. Let me get some of these windows out of the way. There is no easy way for me to do this on Roll20. All right. So you're inflicting 4 harm on
an armored vehicle.
One of the vehicles? Okay. Cool. Great. It has +2 armor. So
Figured.
I believe that's going to reduce it.
Yeah, so now it's 2 harm.
Yeah. Okay.
So just add that to the harm roll.
Okay. All right.
Or rather, it takes 2 harm now, and then you do a harm roll with +2.
Okay.
Come on. Die. I'm like shaking. I'm just like murder. Yes, that is a massive fail.
That is a 12. Woo. All right, so what happens on a 12?
On a 12, you lose control and your attacker chooses one. So it's me. You crash.
All right. So the so I'm gonna say the armored vehicle with the masked suited person kind of like veers off the road, crashes into one of the other armored vehicles. And they both end up going off course.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
For one step.
And the third one, sees you just barreling toward the toxic soup. Is anybody outside of the carnival still? Or
Just
looking
me.
at the people behind you?
Just me up top.
Okay. Farley, you see the driver kind of like shake their head, just go, no, it's not worth it. And they kind of pull around to where the other two crashed.
So there's no armored vehicles chasing us right now.
No.
What about the bean cars? The bean police.
It looks like they're all kind of slowing down and convening around the crashed armored vehicles. However, you are very close to the soup.
Crossfire like sprints up into the cab and is like, do not fucking hit that shit. It will melt the tires right off of this thing. You ready to do some trick driving, Last?
Oh, jeez.
Farley? You sure you don't want to do this?
I mean, am I gonna? I don't know. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll do an act under fire move so that I could see if I can like make it to you in time to like maybe.
I'm actually going to slow down now that they're not chasing us.
Yeah, I will allow you to do that. So here's how this is going to work.
Okay.
Farley, if you succeed on this roll, you will you'll be able to switch out with last, no problem, and you will be able to do the maneuver to steer the truck away from the soup. If you get a partial success, you'll be able to do that still, but you'll be at a disadvantage. If you fail, last is going to have to do it.
Okay. Did it go through?
I haven't seen it yet.
It went through on my other computer, but not on this one. There it is.
That's weird. Oh, okay. All right, full success. Okay. So you are able to very quickly switch out with last. You remind me what this looks like as you're switching off on driving.
Well, last is pulling over, right?
I'm slowing down a bit, but I figure we'll keep on the move. As you get in close, I start kind of maneuvering myself to let you in, so you can slide into the seat, and I can kind of hop out to the right while you move in.
Yeah, and, Farley hops down from the turret, like literally just doesn't even go down the ladder. He just jumps down, tries to like get his footing in the shaking, right, and then just stomps towards the front of the vehicle and says, "Get out!"
Not bad, right?
No, yeah, you did good, actually. But I'll take over from here.
Yeah.
God. Alright. So, you said I get to, like, just veer off from the soup.
You still have to roll for it, but it's you doing this maneuver instead of last.
I thought we were driving through the soup.
No, Crossfade told you to not do that.
You're going towards the soup. Yeah, so now is like the opportunity to just kind of skirt around the soup.
Gotcha. Well, it's a good thing Farley's driving then.
Yeah, it's like a series of like pools of just this like bright green like liquid, right? But there's little paths kind of in between them.
All right, let's see. So I'm dealing with bad terrain.
Yeah.
Cool, plus vehicles handling, which is nothing. Okay. Do I have any bonuses? If I go straight into danger without hedging my bets, you get +1 armor. Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm not hedging bets.
I don't think you want to go straight into danger, though.
Yeah, maybe armor isn't a thing we want to be counting on in this situation.
Yeah.
Partial success.
Okay, that is a partial success.
All right. I get to choose one. Oh no, I can't suffer harm, and I'm not going to go back, so we have to slow down and pick our way forward. Yeah. Yeah, Farley's just kind of, like, caught off guard by, like, how much toxic soup there is, and just knows if it's going to melt the tires, like, we have no chance. So he's just, like, really slows down and takes his time, and he's just, like, checking his rear view nervously. I can't go any faster through this.
It's fine. I'm gonna hop on the dirt and watch our back.
Last is gonna start looking around for the source of the strange noises in the Great Rover's machinery, and see if there's anything to do to maybe prevent it from getting worse, or even do some sort of short-term jury rig fix. So he's going to grab a few tools and a big lube dispenser and see what he can find with that. I know I'm not going to get any like major repairs done when it's rolling, but maybe I can do some damage control engineering on the fly.
Okay.
I'm pretty familiar with rovers, though I'm not really an engineer exactly.
Okay. Do you have anything that you can roll for this?
I don't know about a move that might work. That would fit. I would think sharp would be the attribute that would qualify, though. But
yeah, let's go with sharp.
Yeah, probably read a sitch is the best one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. I'll read a sitch on the truck.
That makes sense.
You're gonna have to manipulate the questions a little bit, but
yeah,
Let's see.
that's
partial
fine. Read a
success.
such works for me. Okay, so you can ask one.
Let's see here.
Bear in mind that you're specifically asking about damages on the truck and what you're able to repair.
I think what should I be on the lookout for is what I'm going for here. And that's really the only question I was really going for, I guess. So yeah, I'm looking for signs of damage to the vehicle and trying to ascertain how bad it is before I actually start, turning wrenches and squirting lube on stuff.
Okay. You think it's probably a good idea to look for structural damage to the vehicle because you did crash into a building.
we also did take damage to the transmission, right?
Yes.
Yep. So yeah, I'm looking for any signs of that might. Is there any of that damage that I should be on the lookout for that maybe I should try to do something about right here and now, or we need to, it's a really big problem, or I don't know, anything I can do anything about? I'll try to set.
Well, I don't know how much Last knows about, I know he's done some, repair on vehicles in the past, and knows a bit about it. You think that probably the most pressing issue is the transmission, because if the transmission goes out, you are not getting anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll see what I can do for the transmission then.
Okay.
Yeah. The Carnival might already be overheating.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe applying some direct coolant on different spots, and I'm not trying to take things apart and fix them because I will break them worse just by doing that. I'm not I don't have any super fancy tech moves, but yeah, I figured Last he grew up on a rover that was constantly fixing things and jury rigging stuff and learning all these workarounds and fixes that were just barely keeping it going another day before it didn't. And it's been a long time since he's really done a lot of that, but he's fairly smart and he's pretty comfortable with rovers, so he's going to do his best to essentially be a auxiliary engineer in this moment.
Okay.
So you're just hanging off the front of the car right now, Mad Max style, while I'm driving.
Probably on the
Toxic
inside,
sludge.
actually. I'd be I imagine with a vehicle that travels on the surface of Mars, there'd be interior access to the engine components and things like that. So probably crawling down deep in the guts and working with things and trying to find what I can find.
Under the dashboard. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So let me see. I feel like I need you to roll something in order to determine how much you can actually fix. I guess cool. Maybe roll cool.
Yeah, act under fire.
Something under fire, I guess. Okay, that's cool with me.
And I'd probably say also a barter. Also, we have to spend mats to repair.
Yeah, it's gonna take order. Oh, all right.
Got a really good cool roll there.
Coolest guy around.
It is a temporary fix. It is not going to hold for a long time, but you are able to, use up a barter to patch up the Carnival in a way that you think will probably last it until it gets to safety. Yeah.
How's that? Is it running any better now? Smoother?
Yeah, suddenly Farley didn't even realize, he's oh wow, this is actually running much better. Thank you.
Yeah, just take it easy on the gear shifts. Maybe switch it to manual and ease it in when you do. It's not going to hold very well. I mean, through much.
Farley follows the instructions.
All right. Okay, so now that you are mostly navigated away from, not at risk of going directly into the soup, as we're calling it.
We don't want to go to soup.
No, you don't want to be at soup. What are you guys doing? What is your plan to move forward from here?
I don't know.
Crossfade is currently sitting on the floor with like their head between their knees, just like very pointedly not looking out the window.
Well, look, the good news is we got away when we didn't think we'd be able to get away.
Yeah,
So it means
so
we're
far we
doing
made a
something
lot of
right.
Progress here.
Yeah, this is more progress than we thought we'd make. So now we just have to keep doing stuff until it works out.
That was really fun. I haven't really run away like that before so much. I mean, when things get overwhelming, I just kind of put my hands up and they arrest me. And then I ask them who they want murdered. And then they have me murder somebody and I wander off.
Yeah, we couldn't really afford to go that route this time.
Oh yeah, you got some history with that person back there?
They don't do that here.
I don't think I have any history of that person, but I'm not entirely certain.
Crossfade?
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, I thought you said something.
Oh, I was saying they don't do that here. They just throw you in the soup.
They do that everywhere, trust me. But maybe not with all of us, so yeah.
Is anybody paying attention to what's going on outside?
Yeah, I'm watching outside on the turret.
I hope
Okay,
Farley is driving.
Yeah, and Farley's driving. But he's like
Okay.
really concentrated on not driving into the soup. I mean, he's still going to pay attention, obviously. He's a good driver.
Last is currently covered in grease and gore, so he's going to go actually take a shower.
Now?
All right. Rita, roll me a sharp, please.
Roll sharp. Alrighty. Will do. Sharp. Fucking hell.
All right.
Christ.
Well. Okay. So you don't notice anything.
Looks clear.
I'm gonna have somebody notice this. So like, there's no. I'll say straight up, there's no like negative consequences for missing that roll. But Farley, you notice in the like side view mirror, there is a bean car coming your way. It is not one of the cop cars. This one is painted bright pink.
Interesting.
knock the roof to like signal Rita and like lower the window. You see that? Pink bean thing incoming.
I'm gonna take a second glance now that with this new information.
There is indeed a pink bean thing coming your way at a rapid speed. It is one of the bean cars. It is bright pink.
All right.
You don't think that you have ever seen a car or anything this pink. Looks like it's probably a custom paint job. It is a pinkest pink bean. It exists solely to spite Anish Kapoor.
So it's Pink 2.0.
Santa Black.
Yeah. Yeah, so this car is approaching you at a rapid pace, and as it nears the front of the carnival, it stops. It screeches to a halt.
It's trying to cut me off.
It is not trying to cut you off. It's trying to pull up alongside you. Actually, sorry, are you still moving?
Yeah, we're like picking
I think
through
you're still
the
moving.
soup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scratch that then. It does not screech to a halt. I just really liked that image.
Screeching bean.
Yeah. No. So it pulls up alongside you, and like one of the I think like the passenger side window, because that would be alongside the driver's side of the Carnival, rolls down, and there is you see. Well, first, I think you see the thing in the passenger seat of the car. There's a robot in there. Looks like one of its arms is a gun or something. And in the driver's seat is Carter.
Okay.
You...
Farley like instinctually grabs his pistol when he sees the robot, but then he sees Carter, and he just like hesitates momentarily, but he's just like on guard and on edge because robots drive him crazy.
You hear like over a speaker that you think is probably rigged into the bean car. I knew I would find you out here. I need you to follow me.
Well, Farley, we don't exactly have better options on the table.
You're in a lot of danger. I know a quick way to get back to the Undercity and a safe place to stash the truck. You need to listen to me and you need to trust me.
And she has a point.
Farley really
There's
likes
some
Carter,
muffled singing coming from the back area where the shower is.
Yeah, no. Farley really likes Carter. Just kind of has a little crush on her, so I think yes. If Rita says go, we go.
Hmm. Can I make an executive decision that the song that Last is singing in the shower is the Farley Cobra song?
Sure, yep.
Farley Cobra.
Mixing it up and doing like a Farley Cobra and Danger Zone medley.
It's Cobra Zone.
See, at some point, it's Cobra Zone. Farley Cobra. Anyway, I take a pretty brief shower and then come on out, put the silicone jacket back on, and strap the piece on the front so I don't scare people off. Then come on up to find out what I missed.
You see a bean car and a robot. Rita.
Yes.
Are you gonna make a decision?
Yeah, I was willing to follow.
Okay.
Right. Farley follows.
Is that a pink cop car with a robot inside? Do you see that too?
It's a pink car with a robot inside. Yeah, I don't think it's a cop car though. But they make all these cars look the same.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't imagining things or hallucinating or something.
I mean, these could still be, but that's not a hallucination.
Good point.
Let me reiterate that you've never seen a car this pink. You've never seen anything this pink. Also, it does look like a custom paint job, probably.
It's so pink it kind of hurts your eyes a little bit.
I like that color. It's true pink. The pinkest pink.
Captures the true essence of pink.
I think
So, I'm sorry.
that's all.
Okay. So the Carter in the pink car leads you toward a an elevator that's like kind of back toward the city, but like on the outskirts a little bit. You are
just last brings up. Oh wait, why are we following the pink robot car?
It's Carter.
The fox lady?
She's here to rescue us.
Oh, right on.
I think.
Wait, did we need rescuing?
I mean, yeah, we did. We were kind of in a pretty bad spot. We really didn't have a way out, and she is at least proposing something similar to that. So, yeah, we're just gonna follow her and hopefully take.
How's our shipment of coffee doing?
We got it all pretty strapped in back there. I think it's good. We got a roaster or something.
Nice.
I mean, the truck's sealed. I mean, if nothing else, it's still in the vehicle.
I'll go check on the cargo.
It's in there. The barrels are sealed. It doesn't look like any of it has fallen out. Yeah, the roaster has kind of toppled in the confrontation a little bit. It's got a couple dents in it, but you think it's probably still usable.
Les is just going to get out some extra straps and secure it down nicely, then slap the intercom button on the side of the wall, says, "All good back here, boss."
Awesome. Come back up front. Oh, God.
All right. So Carter leads you into, one of the elevators. It goes downward into the Undercity, and at the point where you would have to get off of the elevator, there are a couple of guards. You see the windows on each side of the bean car roll down. The guards that are at the checkpoint, come up, and you see the muzzle of a shotgun come out one window and the robot's gun come out the other window. You can't hear anything that's going on, but the guards immediately back off, nod, and wave both of you through.
Oh. I never thought of not shooting them to see what they would do.
Novel concept.
I have to try that sometime. It's quite good at them. And then maybe you don't have to shoot them.
Last loves to solve his problems with, diplomacy, which is the name of his gun.
Oh, you named my gun. It's
Great.
Perfect.
Nice name.
So Carter leads you guys to a large warehouse, which she stops outside of, pulls up next to the driver's side window, tells Farley, "Hey, hide the truck in there. People are going to be looking for it. You don't want it to be seen."
Yeah.
You heard the lady.
Mm-hmm. I follow the instructions. Oh. It just takes a sigh of relief once he can finally, stop moving and park somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just, rest his head on the steering wheel.
Now, if there's anything in the truck that you need, I would suggest picking it up now. I need you all to come with me.
I'm gonna grab the convenient shotgun.
All right.
And just take that
It's a
with
good
me.
thing to grab.
Yeah.
Les is gonna wander.
You place your hand on the wall on the track that the shotgun moves on. You hear it go around the track, and it stops right next to your hand. You grab it. Last, what are you doing?
He's gonna go sort of back in where he stashed a few things and take out this small purple kid's backpack and stuff it with a few odds and ends, his hammock and a few tools and some barter items, and get his guitar out of storage. It's a electric guitar case.
Marley
And
will-
coming back.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just this undersized purple backpack over his shoulder and a guitar case in one hand.
Farley's gonna do that. That thing that, in Mad Max, there's like, you have to do specific like buttons and levers and things to pull.
Oh,
to,
yeah.
Like, yeah. So he's gonna
He'll
do
switch
that.
over.
Yeah. So it's locked. You have to know how to get into this vehicle, and then he just takes his 9mm.
Crossfade pulls themselves out of their little. I feel like they've tucked themselves in, like behind the passenger seat in the cab, and they pull themselves out of there, and they're like, "Great, we didn't get murdered in one place. Now we're going to go get murdered horribly somewhere else." And they go and grab their guitar, their dinky little shitty guitar, out from under the booth, and that's the only thing they own that's really of any value. So.
You're getting forward and forward until it works out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, try not to get murdered if you can help it. I kind of like you all. I'd like you all to be there with me and maybe be the second ones. Never mind.
The next to last.
I shouldn't. No one likes when I believe. It last seems pretty flustered and gets red and embarrassed and kind of wanders off. Not wanders off too far. It's a tight quarter, so a couple of steps. Separates himself from the conversation.
All right. 16 and 17 join you guys. They have a couple of bags. Carter is standing outside, leaning against the bean car.
Oh, Farley also has his poncho one.
Ah,
Nice.
very important.
Very important.
Yeah, at last it's definitely switched back to his clear silicone long coat instead of the one that he purchased before that was completely soaked in gore.
Feels like himself again.
Mm-hmm. Crossfade, are you still wearing the Black Lungs jacket?
Yeah, I
That
have
you
not
bought?
had time to change. I've been wearing
Okay.
that the entire time.
All right. Cool. So are you all ready to go?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So Carter's bean car is just large enough to fit you all. You all kind of have to squeeze into the back a little bit. Crossfade, as you get out of the warehouse, you walk by Carter, and she stares at you for a moment.
Do I see her?
Where did you get that? What?
I'm assuming I see her staring at me.
Yes, you do.
Just turn back, stare
Where'd
back.
you get that jacket?
Joey Cravats.
I hate it. Get in the car.
Yeah, me too.
And I feel like this is a good point for a break.
Ooh.
So we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Stay tuned.
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
10 minutes. Welcome back. Before the break, the crew was in a massive chase through the streets of Reagan's Hope, and were able to narrowly avoid capture by the security forces in this strange psychic enemy. and they were rescued by Carter appearing in a very bright pink car. She has helped them to get away and stashed the carnival in a warehouse that is in the Undercity. And now it seems that she's driving all of you back to the market. What are you doing?
Hanging out in the car.
Sitting in a car.
Who's riding shotgun? The robot?
The
Or just
robot.
crammed in the seat?
We're like all crammed in the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool bot. Does he have a name?
Cliff, what is the robot's name? I didn't bother to name him.
Name that bot.
Slinky.
Oh, there you
Okay.
go. Yep. Good.
Yeah, he's got a name. His name is Slinky.
It's
She
hell of a name.
She pats the robot on what is probably its shoulder. It makes a hollow clanking noise because it is made of metal.
Has this thing ever turned on you?
No. I took him out of salvage, and I was able to, restore him and make him listen to my commands.
For now.
Well, I've never had a problem with him, and if I did, I would just disassemble and rewire him.
Yeah, that's what they said before the robot apocalypse.
Yeah, robots make him go nuts.
Oh, really? I didn't realize you had a thing about robots.
Yeah, remember when one caused me to lose my leg?
Was I there for that?
I told you that story.
Well, yeah, but you keep saying like I was there or something. So
Turns to
I don't.
Crossfade and Rita lost my leg to a robot. That's how I got fish. And he taps his
That's rough.
cyber leg.
I mean, this one's probably better anyway. Now you have a robot leg, so.
And a whole lot of debt.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like robots, so I can understand if he makes you uncomfortable. But I promise I'm in complete control of this one.
Don't worry, Farley. If it tries to kill you, I'll kill it.
Please
I
don't.
mean,
Reassuring.
if you get to it first, then I won't have to. But, I won't have to, right? Because it's,
Fully under
friendly.
control. Yeah.
Is it, or does it have a... Slinky, do you have a mind? We're talking about you like you're not here. It's kind of rude.
It doesn't say anything.
It's just an app.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, you know us here at the carnival. We do love a woman who's in control.
Carter laughs at that.
Speaking of which, Rita, what was up with that cluster frag back there at the shop? Like, how'd that woman get away to call the police?
I don't know, Lass. Maybe because you just started murdering people without telling anybody you was going to do it.
What did you expect me to do?
Well, maybe a warning so we could, cut off somebody at the door.
That would probably have tipped off the 3 people that I murdered. And then it's a lot harder to murder people when they know you're trying to murder them.
Yeah,
No one
speaking of which, what the hell did you guys do up there?
I don't know. Rita, do you want me to answer?
Hey, Lass, do you know when else it's really hard to murder people? When you're fucking dead because you just got run off the road by armored cars and security and psychic brain creeps.
Yeah, that'd be great, but it's not gonna happen to me.
How many people did you murder up there? I thought that you were going up there to steal fucking coffee.
Well, yeah, but we had to murder the people who ran the coffee place in order to steal the coffee. They wouldn't have just
That
let
is-
us take that.
And then probably some cops got dead.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was an armored car.
I drove through a building. There were probably some people in there, and then I
Why
swerved.
the hell did you drive through a building?
They didn't really
Reagan's
give him any
road,
choice.
On the fucking crust.
I don't know.
How stupid are you, lass?
I don't think I appreciate
Hey.
your tone here.
He's not stupid.
And, you know, it's really not best to second guess the people who were in the situation at the time if you weren't there yourself. So maybe you want to cool it before I start having a problem with the things you're saying.
Obviously,
didn't
it
tell
wasn't
me that you
stupid
straight
enough
up
to pick
murdered
us
a bunch
up.
of people up there.
Yeah,
Should we-
whatever. They're a bunch of dead people anyway. Who cares?
Their feelings
Who
can't be hurt
cares?
anymore.
I mean, to be fair, the alternative was probably getting thrown in the soup, so, you know.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Welcome back.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome back. Currently, Zeph, just to catch you up to speed, the crew is in the car with Carter, and everyone is arguing.
Uh-oh.
Mostly Carter is berating last, and he's just going.
We're making
"What?"
poor decisions.
Carter's berating last, then Crossfade was berating last, but then Crossfade was defending last because nobody else is allowed to berate last.
Oh, jeez.
Listen, I just don't want you to put so much energy into thinking that I give one flying fuck what you think about my decisions or what I do, or that it's going to have any impact on my future actions. So,
I will never learn from my actions,
so
and you had better believe it.
Oh, look, all right. I want to make one thing abundantly clear to you. And at this point, she is pulling into what seems like a parking area and stopping. She shifts the bean car into park and turns around to look at you. Last, you cannot see her face because it is covered by the fox mask, but you can tell that she is just very angry. Look, if people like you go up there and murder people on the surface, how do you think that that's going to reflect on the people in the Undercity?
there are no people like me.
And maybe that's a good thing. I don't mean to be callous, but you cannot do this kind of thing. Also,
yeah, he's one of a kind. Where the fuck are we?
You're wasting your time.
Why'd you pick us up anyway? I know it wasn't to give us a lecture.
it wasn't. Let's say I was concerned about you. I opened my mind to the maelstrom to see where you were. And what did I see but fucking Dodge's pet in front of you, trying to take control of your driver so that, I don't know, he could have his way with you and exert his will on you and your whatever it is that you're hauling in there.
You talking about that masked freak?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, Mr. Brain.
For
Even
the
my
looks at
shit
Rita.
didn't work on him.
Yeah, I figured Dodge would come across us if we stayed here for too long. It didn't help that we were kind of high profile. But it was an inevitability. It was calculated. It's unfortunate, but calculated.
Look. All right, to answer your question, we're back in the market. This is my shop. My home is attached to it. I need you all to get out, calm down for a few minutes, and then we're going to have a talk about something serious. All right?
All right.
Oh, is this playing
Okay.
around?
I mean, last seemed to be having a really good time.
puts up like a high five. Oh, the look on that guy's face when I cut his throat open.
You know, I was really mad at you for a second there, Laz, but since we're alive, you know, that was pretty cool, actually.
If the guards see your faces again, I guarantee you right now, Dodge is going to have a fucking bounty out on all of you immediately.
To be fair, they ain't never
If the
seen my
guards
face.
see you, you know what I mean. If the guards see any of you, it's going to be kill on sight. You're not going to get the carnival out of here. Unless something big changes. I need you all to get out, take a few minutes to cool off, so that we can all discuss this like civilized people.
Agreed.
That's a big ask, but I guess we can try.
The time for civilization's been long done, but okay.
Blast gets out
Play
and
nice.
he's going to look for the closest fridge and go digging around for some beers or something.
All right. So I guess you're going into the shop. Carter gets out first. Closes the door, waits until you're all out to lock the car. And there's, the shop is like, it's tiny when you walk in. There's like a door to a back room. It looks like there are just various like consumer goods, laid out on, some tables and shelves that are in the shop. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of value in here. However, she opens the door to the back room, and you can see that there's something much larger in there. You all go in, and it appears to be a workshop. There are, multiple machines. There are shelves full of, discarded cyber limbs and, robot parts. It looks like there's a partially reconstructed robot in one corner. It's not functional, it's not moving, but, it's like a shell of a robot with a whole bunch of, wires and parts hanging out of it. And there is a fridge in the workshop. Last you open the fridge, and there is what appears to be beer in it.
All right, I'll inspect one.
It has a label on it that says beer.
I will grab several of them, enough for all of us, including our hostess, and start passing out the beers.
Mm-hmm.
I think, once Last is like passing things out to everybody, CrossFit kind of like pulls Carter aside for a second. And like they were joking around before, but now they're like super serious, and they just look at her and they're like, there are other people who can do the shit that I can do.
Yes, there are.
Holy shit.
Not super common, but there are other people out there with the same ability. And unfortunately, Dodge happens to have a bunch of them on retainer. They're very, very good at finding people and making them do what they want.
Wait, Dodge has more of those people?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I thought that was gonna make me feel less alone, but it kind of did the opposite.
Crossfade, that was the one that I saw.
Yeah.
The one that reached out to me. Said it
Yeah, I
found me.
tried really hard to get in there, but it couldn't. He said it didn't work on him. I felt him in my brain.
This guy saw me before we even showed up here.
Was that the guy from your dream?
That's what I'm saying.
Shit.
Also, Farley, looking around this workshop, his heart just kind of sinks, and his opinion of Carter with all of this robot shit has just, like, sunk somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Poor robophobe.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a dream about Carter, though, Crossfade, or someone with a similar mask?
Yeah, I did.
Last looks over at Carter.
But it didn't tell me.
Carter is standing in the corner and staring at Last.
She didn't talk to me in my dream or anything. I just saw her. I think Farley said he talked to you in your dream, didn't he?
Yeah.
I didn't see her in my dream. I saw something else. Actually, it looked a lot like this, but like a whole field of it. I thought it had to do with the end, but maybe it's something else. I think she's important, though, in some way.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that feeling.
Who are you really?
Carter pulls a chair out of the corner, sits in it. There are a few other chairs, like kind of like the cheap metal folding chairs, just like in various places around the shop. And she kind of like nods to indicate those, hey, pull up a chair if you want to sit. She waits a second. Does not open the beer that you handed her. She kind of just sets it down next to the chair. Waits to see if you all are listening.
Yeah, I'm like gobbling.
Yeah, I'll take a seat and a beer to just chill a little bit.
All right.
Last has finished his beer and he's hanging out in the corner, just standing up, leaning up against the wall.
So, who am I? That is a bit of a complicated question. Who are you? Who are any of you?
I'm Crossfade.
Hi, Crossfade. So, I am Carter, or I suppose I have become Carter. I run this shop. Some people call me a mechanic. I'd like to think I'm a little bit more than that. I don't know. I piece things together and turn them into something greater. I do that with discarded parts. I do that with people. I do that with the community down here. And I'm hoping that maybe someday, if everything goes to plan, I can take Reagan soap and I can turn it into something better. But in order to do that, as with a malfunctioning piece of machinery or a person or a corrupt system, you have to take out the parts that don't work first. You have to take out whatever is malfunctioning, and I believe that, well, the system in Reagan's Hope is malfunctioning, and I believe it needs to be removed and replaced with something that works better.
Cut the limb off before the rot spreads.
You could say that. Now, if you want to know where I came from, well, I've lived in Reagan's Hope for a long time. I've been here longer than Schema Corp has. All of you would know Schema Corp as the company that Dodge runs.
Okay.
They moved in, I don't know, when I was a kid, I think. It's been a long time. But, I don't know. I've always lived in the Undercity, and it's always been, I guess, a less than satisfying existence. I used to be in a punk band down here one day we got big, we got popular, and Schema's entertainment arm reached out to us, wanted to offer us a record deal. Our, lead singer at the time said no, fuck you, to the person who reached out. And our bandmates, wanting to get the tabs that would come with corporate control and this lucrative record deal, ended up throwing them into the toxic waste outside town. I was mad. Obviously. Why the fuck would they do something like that? So I left. I went back underground. I took up a disguise. And I began living as Carter. And I've been down here trying to organize people and plot against Dodge and Schema ever since.
Crossfade drops their beer in the middle of this story, and it just, goes fucking everywhere. And they're like, oh, fuck, sorry.
Oh, let me get you a towel.
Okay.
Or something.
Yeah, I'm good. The soup freaks me out, They tell you stories about that shit as a kid. They say, behave or you're gonna get thrown in the soup. And if you don't die, you're gonna wish you had. So. Call it anxiety,
Blast sort of moves up and puts his hand kind of near initially to see if it's gonna go as if he's gonna put it on Crossfade's shoulder, but stops just short of it to see if Crossfade is gonna flinch away or something.
Nah.
And then puts a hand on your shoulder and gives it a good squeeze and says, "Don't worry, that's never gonna happen to you."
Yeah, I know. It's just to make kids behave, but you hear it enough times, kind of. You know how it is.
All right, so
I'll make sure. Okay.
I pat his hand.
I assume it's safe to say we might be proving a integral part of some plays against Dodge at this point, seeing as we are an interested party.
You're gonna have to, because it's the only way you'll be able to get out.
Hey, we're not saying about who has to do what or who has to do what or doesn't. That's not relevant right now.
Oh, no, I'm not.
You have a visual.
Rita, I'm not saying that to force you. I'm saying that because if we don't dismantle the system, Dodge is going to come down on you hard.
Yeah. I knew it was only a matter of time anyway. This is
and
why
not
I
just
didn't
you,
want to be
he's
here in
going
the
to
first
come
place.
down on all of us.
Yeah. Again, why I did it when you asked me to come into town, I was half tempted to turn around. I knew there was no way in hell I was going to get into this location, come inside, and everything be okay. Granted, we did overindulge a little bit, but when you got one foot in hell, you might as well jump in. So now I've just got the route we need to go from here. I'm assuming you have some semblance of a plan, or is that where we come in?
We're beginning to. I don't know. We've had a lot of missing pieces. We haven't been able to mobilize the number of people that we need to. But me and the people who are with me are planning a revolt. We know that if we organize a mass strike, if nobody does what the people on the crest tell us to do, then their resources are going to be cut off, and they're not going to be able to live for very long that way. All of the production, all of the storage for all of the necessary things that they need, it's all down here. We control it.
True.
We just all need to be able to move as a unit. Which, unfortunately, has not proved to be an easy task.
I've seen Crossfade do some powerful things with large groups of people. I don't know if it was just the music.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe we can do something.
Music is powerful, you know. Gets people into weird headspaces.
Or maybe we can just go around and visit some people and make sure they're on board. That backfires usually. People don't like getting pushed around.
We've been trying to do that. We've been trying to, you know, I guess, show our goodwill. Extend it to, you know, the people who need it. And unfortunately, they just haven't been convinced as of yet.
Yeah, if you are having this hard of a time controlling something you supposedly control, then you're not really in control.
Yeah. The question is do we have something to protect our heads from being fucked with? Because that's going to be a detriment if we decide to make any moves against Dodge presently, much as I'd like to.
I can try to attempt to engineer something. I don't know how successful it's going to be.
Well, I mean, in theory, we could test it with who we have available here, yeah?
We do.
May not account for intensity, but something's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
If we're gonna have to run in blind.
Well, I'm up for whatever. I don't have any plans. So, whatever it is we're doing, I say let's go for it. That said, I don't entirely understand what I'm agreeing to.
Well,
But I've heard this speech before from someone. You know, you get into a troubled situation in a tight spot, and somebody has a long conversation and tells you why they want you to go kill somebody. It's a place I've been before. It's familiar territory.
fair.
It just, I wasn't expecting it from this angle at first.
Isn't the first time we get asked to collect a bounty.
So ultimately, what I'm hearing of, from just boiling it down, is we're gonna kill Dodge, right?
And probably a few other things.
Well, that's one way to do it.
That's gonna be a hell of a thing. With his parent army of brain creeps.
Well, we're gonna draw some of them out and wear them down and have our special tinfoil hats, and it'll be fun. Yeah, we probably don't want to go at him on his own, maybe draw him out a bit. So if you can get these strikes going, he's going to send some people in to respond and do the mind control and the foot soldier squads. I don't know what his methods are, but that's going to draw out something, and we just have to be ready to jump on and, stop them. Maybe just kill them all, or maybe capture them and do some weird stuff and re-engineer their brains to turn them into a weapon against their master. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here, but...
That's an interesting tack to take.
Has anyone here had a has anyone had shot or spice shot up before or seen anyone that's had that happen to them before? I've never experimented with it, but I'm just curious about something. Anyone know anybody that's maybe had that done?
I've heard stories, but
I'm interested in stories.
none of them end well.
Hey, I'll try it.
Ideal. No, I don't want you to try it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm thinking along the lines of tranquilizer shots of liquefied spice. Because that stuff, you know, it does stuff to your head. We're dealing with people that do stuff to your heads.
What if it doesn't?
Maybe some water oil might happen there.
What if it doesn't work on the brain guys?
Well, if it doesn't work then,
I just got my... I can't be sure, because I'm not a fucking scientist, but I got my suspicions that when I take the spice, different things happen than when you guys take them.
What happens when you take it?
I mean, I just feel chill. My brain calms down, not gonna lie.
Hmm.
And then you can't use brain power?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
can. It actually makes it easier.
It makes it
my thoughts-
easier.
My thoughts
Okay.
slow down.
I've never actually tried spice before.
Me neither.
I get more organized. I finally get my shit clean, you know. My to-do list gets checked off. It's great.
All right. So what's our move, Rita? Are we backing this revolution play?
We have no choice, really. There's no way to leave Reagan's Hope.
Yeah, unless you
Sure
want to
is.
live and die in the Great White Hope.
This city is locked down. There's no way we're getting out until we get that removed.
I mean, even if we did, we wouldn't get out clean anyway.
Well, yeah, that's
To be
true.
fair, I'm sure you could get out if you decided to shoot your way out and, you know, was able to repair the carnival quickly. But then Dodge and his people would come down on us, and we would be on our own. However, I think that this is really our only chance to get a brainer on our side.
Is that what it's called? I didn't know there was a word for it.
That's what Dodge calls them. Mess with people's brains. Brainers.
Makes sense.
That's not the most eloquent thing I ever heard, but I'll take it.
Well,
They didn't focus test that?
it's
I guess not.
it's the term that it turned into. That's just what got popular among people here, and that's the word they've been using. I didn't choose it. If I'd chosen it, it would have been something better.
Something cooler. What am I supposed to do? Pop out in front of a crowd? Ah, I'm a brainer. Ooh. That's not scary. Gonna get your brains.
Crossfade, when you played music the other night, I don't know. I felt something as a result of that. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, me too.
I remember feeling like I had to dance.
You're right. I didn't
Power
want
of
to.
music, baby.
No. I
No.
didn't want-
It's like I wanted to do it and I couldn't get away from it, no matter what I thought.
Also, it's kind of like quiet and thoughtful for a second. Well, shit.
I didn't want to, and then I had to. And I danced even though I was like, I don't really want to be doing this. But I just kind of went with it. But yeah, it was like I had to. Like Farley had to not drive.
Well, shit. Can I issue a blanket apology? I didn't mean to.
No. I don't want you to apologize.
I had a great time, actually. I don't think I've had that much fun in a long time. Except when I'm running people off the road.
Well, nothing can compete with that.
But I'm confused, Crossfade. Did you not understand how to do that?
No. I never been taught how to do anything. It just kind of happens.
All right.
It's not like they've got brain power school that you can go to.
Hey, give it a shot. Make me do something. Maybe that I wouldn't think of doing myself.
Okay, let's see.
Last is trying to clear his mind, thinking like these bizarre images popping up in front of him, like.
Do a headstand. And I guess I'm gonna I'm gonna try to brain puppet strings on him.
All right.
Let's see. Well, that succeed.
All right. How does this work on PCs?
Let's see.
That is a good question.
Yeah, it doesn't have like stuff for PCs in like the description that I have here.
I think it's for both of them then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's with someone.
Yeah, I think that it's
Not
going
an
to
NPC.
affect a PC as it's going to affect an NPC.
Okay.
Yeah,
you've got.
and then if you like really didn't want me to do it, we would just have a conversation, you know.
Yes, said you could give me penalties or even inflict harm to me if I don't do what you say.
Yes.
So yeah, I feel kind of pretty strongly like I want to do a headstand. Then, like, I really feel like I should, but I don't feel like I have to. But that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good. All right, fine. I'm doing it. Okay. And I do the headstand.
Okay.
Oh,
If they fulfill your
last,
demand,
are
that counts
you-
for all your home?
Last, are you able to do a headstand?
I'm pretty sure he is, but do
I
I
would
need
be
to roll for
shocked
that?
if he couldn't.
Because he's like super excellent shape, muscular and.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that I will just let you decide about your character.
He's got a rather sort of a extra muscular Adonis-like form. That's covered in tattoos, of course, but
If he is capable of doing a headstand, he will do a headstand. If he is not capable of doing a headstand, he will attempt to do a headstand.
yeah, he does a headstand pretty easily, I imagine, and then that fulfills the power, and he doesn't feel the pressure that the hold has over him, and I imagine that fulfills it, and it ends the power.
Yeah.
Oh, that was something. Do you guys think I was pretending there? Because I was not pretending.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was-
I can't really tell. I feel like this is something you would do.
Fair point, but you want a turn?
No.
You should
Am I the
take a
fucking
turn.
psychic carousel now? What is happening here?
You need practice, right? And
Yes.
No, it's okay.
Okay,
I would rather not have my brain seep through my ears.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck it up and fry your brain into like a little scrambled egg. So
I hadn't realized that was one of the potential outcomes. Just putting that forward when I agreed to. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
But I guess you could just practice on me then if you need to, because it didn't melt my brain. And if you need to practice, just time and place.
That's okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Good one.
So, Carter, where's this revolution at, and what do you need from us?
She kind of makes a sweeping motion. It is all over the Undercity. We're gonna have to contact a lot of people, or at least a significant amount.
Hey, we had a radio in the carnival
Yeah.
Mhm.
radio station.
Maybe it's time for a concert. I mean, we don't have the whole sound system, but you brought your guitar. I've got this guitar that I kind of know how to play. You know, power chords, I guess. It's really all you need.
Hey, you play rhythm, I'll take lead.
Yeah, and we need somebody for the drums.
Do we even have drums?
I mean, somebody can beatbox
We got
or
pipes.
work up a drum machine here.
Carter actually. Wait, no, hang on.
We got metal. You can just smack it to make noises.
Well, I play bass, so
You look
I
like
could-
somebody that would play the bass.
yeah, I do. So I can join in with you on that.
You can give 16 and 17 tambourines.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 17 would be great on the triangle.
Triangle. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, 17 comes up, and they're like, "Oh, I actually know how to play drums.
Hey!
I'm not like great at it, but like I can do it.
Listen, can you keep a beat?
Yeah.
Then you're good.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try not to let you down.
16, I'm gonna need you to bang on a pipe till the reverberations make your hands numb, okay?
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it is.
And I'll be a roadie.
Yeah.
I'll keep track of sound.
I mean, Farley, I don't know if I've heard you sing before, but why don't you try a few notes?
Oh, geez.
Well, let's see. I don't know if I know any songs.
What about your song?
What song? I don't have a song.
The one you sing when you
No,
jump
I don't-
and you're really in the zone.
No,
Come
that's
on.
not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's no good.
Come
You
on.
don't want to hear that. No.
on,
Farley
everybody, come on.
Cobra.
Farley
Na-na-na-na.
Cobra.
No, come on.
Yeah.
Farley Cobra. Na-na-na-na. Are you that's. I mean, it's
Okay, so
Playing the guitar like underneath your Farley Cobras.
okay. All right. Hold on. I'm jamming.
He's like, that's not bad.
Come on.
Okay. Farley Cobra, bang, bang, bang. Ooh, bang, 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 bang.
Bang,
Farley
bang, bang.
Cobra, bang, bang,
playing
bang,
the
bang.
guitar, it's like chugging on some power chords. The guitar is like got this little amp type thing built in with its own speakers. So you have to plug it in. It's an electric with extra electronics on it, so it just sort of turns it on and starts jamming without having to lug along a Marshall stack or something.
I used to be something of a singer myself, but this fucking respiratory conditions got my voice fucked these days, so.
I mean, there's a market
No.
for that.
So maybe you can
Sure.
maybe you could try doing like a rap verse.
Please don't make me rap, Cliff.
Hey,
Nobody needs
the
this.
character does this, and you can make it dynamic. You don't have to do it on camera, but
Roll for rap.
you know.
Roll for rap.
Well, Rita, the carnival's going to be out of commission probably for a while, so this band's going to need a manager.
Going on tour. Reagan Soap World Tour.
And we're going to need to find venues to play in. And rally the people.
There are a couple of There are a couple of big warehouses down here that would be a good place for a concert.
Warehouses, shitty bars, mine shafts. Those are the places to hit.
Exactly.
Everybody thinks it's cool to go to a pop-up in a mine shaft. It doesn't matter how many mine shafts you've seen. They're like, oh,
They're all
this
the
is like
places that are
work,
all
but it's
bandies
cool
to play.
I was thinking something grungier, like a scrap heap. Can we play in a
That's good
scrap
too.
heap too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Just
have
don't get
lyrics like you're nothing but human scrap or something, and then it's
Yeah.
bang, 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 bang. I'm kind of digging this. I don't know.
Just a bunch of
Listen, I'm a
rats
little
in a trap.
like I'm a little shy, so I don't know. But I mean,
Farley,
Farley, I'll back you up, okay?
listen to me, Farley. Look down at yourself. Look at that poncho. Is that a poncho of a shy person?
No.
You know what that poncho says to me? It says, I'm Farley Cobra, and fuck you.
All
God, I
right.
wish I was writing down quotes from this, because we had...
I will
That's the
keep that
poncho
in-
of power, baby. Poncho of power.
I do look pretty bitchin'. Twirls.
All right, so we're gonna play some underground music shows. I guess we should work out some tunes.
It's true. I gotta take this shit off, and I take off my jacket. Just like throw it in the corner.
Yeah.
I did not be seen in that. We will not take off.
Good. It's a good choice.
Yeah, no, they say I'm something of a fashion icon. Not as much as Farley, though. Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
He's the pretty one in this group.
You don't think that at all. You don't think that at all.
No, I don't.
No.
Farley grins his messed up teeth.
Yeah, last pipes up with no. I'm the pretty one.
Well, obviously. You're both.
You're all beautiful, but I mean, if there's a pretty one, we all know who it's got to be.
You're both pretty.
Thank you.
All right.
And everybody here is beautiful, except for maybe the robots. They're kind of creepy.
Even if you're not beautiful on the outside, you're beautiful on the inside.
That's true.
All right. So we need a band name. We need a venue. We need posters. And we need the instruments we're supposed to play. I already have my beautiful voice.
I
so-
got mine.
And I've got this axe. Carter's got a
Carter.
bass.
Yeah, Carter goes to the corner, and there's like a supply closet. It's like a sizable one. It's like a walk-in supply closet, basically. And she takes out a bass that it looks like it's a few years old, but it is in incredible shape. It looks awesome.
Wow.
It's giving me instrument envy because my guitar is so sad.
That bass is upstaging everybody, man.
Okay, opinion rescinded. That's the pretty one.
Now we just need a
Thanks.
drum set.
Yeah, or just like.
I think
some
I know where we
sticks.
can get one of those. There's gotta be one in the market down here, and I'm sure we can convince the owner of the shop, of any shop that we find said drum set in to lend it to the cause.
I mean, we've got some coffee we could spread around. We did get a lot of it.
That's true.
I don't know if we'll be able to wheel that through the streets without
Well,
getting
no.
jumped.
We just take handfuls of it at a time and give to the right people.
Put it in little
That sounds like a
baggies.
very
I could
inefficient
probably
method
smuggle
of
a lot of.
distribution.
Yeah, I could probably smuggle a lot under this poncho.
You just got like a bandolier full of
Yeah,
bags.
coffee beans.
I think if somebody's got a drum kit, they might be willing to lend and or sell it for the right amount of coffee, and not so much we'd have to wheel it through town. I don't know what a drum set's worth, but people seem to get people tend to be willing to give up a lot for coffee, at least the real stuff.
That's true. The stuff that doesn't come out of an instant packet.
People might even come to the show if we're serving coffee.
It's a good
Oh, if we
draw.
offer coffee at the show.
Oh shit.
That's something I could
That's
do.
what you need. You need the
Pop-up
fucking
subversive
people
coffee shop concert.
hopped up on fucking caffeine, having a good ass time.
Then you mind control them all into starting the revolution.
Man, it's
Yeah.
gonna be just like they have up on the crust, but actual good music.
Yeah.
You're right. Crustum music does suck.
It does. It's the worst. And the fucking black lungs are the worst of the worst.
You guys heard it on the radio. It's so bad. Anyway, I'm not going to go down this fucking rabbit hole. We'll be here all day. Where? All right, let's procure a drum kit and get 16 some pipes to bang on, and we'll be good.
I think I'm going to stick around indoors and try to jam out some riffs. I'm pretty distinctive out there. I don't think you want me wandering the streets. Unless,
Yeah. I
Unless you-
concur.
I mean, if you decide you want me to go on another murder spree, bring me along, but I've had enough of that for one day, I think.
Yeah, I think we're going to try to avoid killing people today.
Ah,
Tomorrow, though, maybe.
I think we've
See.
had enough excitement for one day.
We'll see where the mood takes us.
enough excitement. We're about to start a band.
Yeah!
Now's when we're most excited.
Get the band back together. Except it wasn't together in the first place, so just together for the first time.
I'm hype. So, all right, and we need a venue. And then we need to do a broadcast.
I could probably I mean, like, we do have a little bit of a pirate radio kind of thing, but I don't want to get the wrong attention.
I would probably, if I were you, Farley, I think that I would probably want to repair the Carnival a little bit before you start driving it around down here.
Yeah, well, I don't need to really drive it to broadcast,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I'm thinking we might be best off going on foot for a while, at least.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Probably.
Carnival's beautiful, but it's, nothing else looks like her.
Yeah.
So,
Well, if we need a vehicle to transport your things, the musical equipment, and we've got a bunch of rovers down here.
Say, what do you call that shade of pink?
Oh, we call it Pinkest Pink. Because it's the pinkest pink that I've ever seen.
Accurate.
It's not really a creative name, but it sure is descriptive.
Yeah, the one I was working on was
like
pink,
Brainers.
but that works better.
no, we're not known down here for naming things well, okay?
I don't know. I think they nailed it with pink is pink.
Well, sometimes the simplest names end up being the best ones.
True enough.
You think I could get like a pair of shorts, or you could adjust your his codpiece thing in that color?
I don't know. We can see what we can find.
I bet you
Sweet.
Joey Cravat would have some.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Oh yeah, Joey Cravat. He's one of the best clothes vendors down here. Probably the best, actually. You can't get Cruster clothes anywhere else.
Yeah, guy's like mad powerful. It's fucking annoying.
Mm-hmm. He's very particular about the rules of his shop, though.
Weird
Yeah,
how
I
many
know.
goons you can get to work for you with a name like Joey Cravat, but who am I to judge?
I almost had to use diplomacy in our transaction.
Bang, 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 bang.
I gave him a good look at my diplomacy. No, that sounds like something else.
Anyway, what would you all like to do before we wrap up?
Name the band.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the gun's already called diplomacy, so I guess that's not it. We can be the diplomats.
But
Could
Red
be
Earth
diplomats.
Society.
Red Earth Society. All right. Okay.
Okay.
That's a good one. I like it.
That is a good one.
Red Earth Society.
That sounds really good. And I'm drawing a blank right now.
Yeah, I think it's the best one I've heard so far.
I mean, we've heard two.
And that's the end of the line.
Good suggestion: the Red Earth Revolt.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
That one's even better.
We're getting better.
Red Earth Revolution.
Oh, at this point, we're just going to throw letters on top of it.
Yeah, just
Red
keep,
Earth Revolutionaries.
keep changing the conjugation of the words.
It's on the nose.
What? Do you not like my idea?
It's on the
Adding more
nose.
It is a
after
little
some-
on the nose. I kind of feel like somebody, the wrong person picks up the fucking signal for, tonight, the Red Earth Revolutionaries. They're going to be like, don't like that.
It's got to be code. It's got to be code.
It's got to be cool, but not like too, we're up to something,
How about Red Earth Rising?
Ooh.
Because and yeah. Anyway,
All right, so Red Earth Rising, Red Earth Society. And Red Earth Revolt, was it?
Revolution I think is better than Revolt. It sounds more constructive.
Sure. So we've got a three-way tie.
Revolution could just mean it's spinning around, and it does do that. We learned that in school.
Sure.
Okay. All right. We'll sleep on it.
Yeah. Good
Alright.
talk to you. We'll come back to it in the morning.
We'll write these down and
Got it. Farley Cobra and the Red Earth Revolutionaries. I was joking. That's terrible, by the way.
Okay. All right. I was trying to be flattered and maintain
It's like,
this
please
face.
don't put my name on this.
No, it was awful. I was actually making fun of you.
Uh-huh.
But nice. No, never mind. I'll just stop there.
all right.
All right. Cool. Bang, 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 bang.
So I guess last is mainly going to tuck into getting his guitar chops up to speed, which he's not great, but he knows a few things, and working on some song ideas. Not really making up the lyrics because he figures someone else can put the message in. So it's like a lot of like, check this out. He plays something on the guitar. He's like, no, 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 and you said this and we did too, and like he comes up like substitutes weird sounds for the lyrics that would go there, but comes up with melodies and such. Some of them are okay.
Adequate.
All right. All right. Jamming.
I mean, yeah, he's not at his core a musician, but he's done a little music. He's definitely not going to be the linchpin of the performance. Except for, like, looking really awesome up there with the guitar.
Okay, that is also important.
Important.
And other than that, I guess looking for opportunities to scrounge parts to fix the carnival up, and so we can get that actually a little bit working on that here and there. So when it's time for us to move with it, it's going to be ready to move, and the transmission's not just going to pop off.
All right.
That's all I got.
Yeah, Farley will join you for that, and then we can just we can jam out ideas while we fix the truck.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Nice.
Crossfade sits
Alright.
nearby and doodles on the guitar because they don't know how to fix the truck.
on the radio to try to get signal how we need it.
And finally, Rita, what are you doing?
Yeah, probably starting on audio, getting everything right up with the radio. To make sure we're able to run effectively.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, if that concludes the plans that we have for this session and the things that you, I think I might actually call it there.
It's a good place to call it. That way we have some time to we have a week to brainstorm.
Yeah.
Brainer
Yeah.
Storm.
Oh, that's a good band name.
Oh, that is. I actually like that a lot now.
In your store. Yeah.
So good.
Did we just do it? Did we just name the band?
Found it.
Brainer Storm. Do we like it?
Brainstorm.
How many eyes do we have? I.
Some
Carter?
brainers.
I feel like I shouldn't be voting because I'm the GM, but Carter raises a hand.
Yeah. It's unanimous. We are Brainer
All
Storm.
All right.
Just
So-
stupid enough to work.
And that's where we're going to leave it for next week. Catch us next Tuesday, August 18th from 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern to find out what happens next. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell for notifications.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, we just started a band. Is this where you thought we'd end up?
It is not. It is not at all where I thought you guys would end up. I intentionally left like a bunch of question marks in my notes because I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna let these guys do whatever. They'll come up with a plan on their
They're
own.
like, I know they're gonna get up to some shit and
I
derail
refuse
everything.
to plan for them because I know they're going to derail whatever I had.
Yeah. Ruin their lives. Ruin their lives. Have Carter help. Question marks. Profit.
Profit, yes.
I mean,
That's literally in my notes. It's question mark, profit.
Yep.
seems legit.
We're gonna go to jail, but we started a band instead.
Nice. I cannot wait. All right. Well, we are not done just yet. For those of us watching live, stick around on the show because we are going to be doing a little Q&A.
Before we call it a night, we need to trigger the session end move. Let's go around the table, allow everyone a moment to plug themselves and their projects, and tell us which character knows your character better than they used to. As always, Zeph, we're going to start with you.
All right. Like I said, I am this Friday. Holy crap, that's fast. I'll be with Rim Alternus Productions doing Legend of the Five Rings. Coming up this Friday at 6 CST? Yes. As far as people that know me better now, I'm gonna say through a roundabout way crossfade because this session I did actually do some weirdness
Oh yeah.
against my better judgment, but it did not go well. It went about as well as I expected. So,
I love it when you do
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I don't like getting weird. It's my worst ability. It's the worst thing I'm good. It's the thing I'm worst at.
I'm good at being weird.
Yeah. All right, so Crossfade, you are going to mark +1 HX with Rita. Oz, you are next.
Hey everybody, I'm Oz. I'm one of the content leads here at the Shadowcasters Network, and you can follow me on Twitter, bing, at OZZKORE, Ozcore. I am also the voice of Ziggy the Troll, Ziggy the Troll, Shadowrunning Philosopher on Radio Free Detroit, and you can check that out on Podbean. And so, let's see, the character that knows Farley better. I'm gonna go with. I feel like it's not that Lass knows me better. It's that Lass knows me more than I know myself, because he's the one that nominated me to be the singer of the band. So I'm gonna give that one to Last.
Oh, you know what? This sounds to me like it was a Let Loose, maybe.
Oh. I think it will. Yeah, once we're like
I'm not
fixing
sure
the
we
truck.
got there yet again, and we just had a Let Loose.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
So
I think
I'd
it's potential for a Let Loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we do our band show, we're gonna have like this big 4-way Let Loose. It's gonna be great.
Everybody's letting loose.
Yeah.
Harley Cobra and the Poncho Power.
I think that's our episode title, actually. Charlie Cooper and the Poncho of Power.
I think it's gonna be the next episode when we actually do the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. We can go with that.
Oh God.
All right, well, I've got that marked down on my sheet. I'm up to +2 HX with Farley now.
Fantastic. All right, Jess, it is your turn.
That's me.
Tell us about your projects and yourself.
Hi, I'm Jess. I play Deadeye on Pink Mohawk Edition, which is a Shadowrun Anarchy actual play. I don't know when I'm dancing like when I do this, but you know. So if you want to check that out, I'm just feeling it really hard right now. If you want to check that out, you can hit up the official Twitter at Pink Mohawk Pod. Otherwise, you can find me at One Shot Miniboss, which is all one word. It's on the screen there, so you can see it, which is nice. And sometimes on Twitch at twitch.tv/ectopossum on occasion. And the character who knows me better, I think, is Farley, because we spent some time talking about our weird psychic dreams and how they're coming true. What the fuck? I think we have some solidarity there.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
All right, that brings us to
Farley
3.
Cobra, da-na-na-na. Mark +1 HX with Crossfade.
Done. We're at 3, so I think it's at 4 when I get XP, right? Or is it at 3?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
All right, and finally, Cliff.
Hello, I'm Clifton, a founding member of the Shadowcasters Network, also known as Mr. Johnson of the Arcology Podcast. And I also am the GM and producer of the Legends of Earthdawn Actual Play podcast, which has been really a lot of fun and covering a lot of good stories. So check that out if you're interested. Those are a couple of audio-only shows that I do. I do other projects, but I'll stop there. As far as marking history with me, I'm going to have to go with Crossfade. Last time, I went with a -1 to Crossfade because we kind of had a disconnect, and I think, Last acted a bit rashly. He was a bit grumpy and felt kind of separated from the team, but Crossfade, sticking up for him when the lady was yelling at him and giving him a mom lecture, and, he's sort of taking some of the heat, but also, he... Last also trusted Crossfade to try out the mind control power on him, so I think all of that strongly justifies the +1.
Crossfade was like, hey, he's an asshole, but he's my asshole.
All right, so yeah, Mark +1 3 with me.
Yep. Okay. And I'm Max Shepard. I am the audio engineer for Pink Mohawk Edition, which is the Shadowrun actual play that Jess was just talking about. Yeah, I'm also a game developer and writer with Reagan Unicorns Games, which is in the final week of its Kickstarter, which is incredibly successful. We're 400-something% funded, which is ridiculous.
It's not as fun
I
as it should be, really, because
I'm
there are
sorry?
other stretch. It's not as fun as it should be. Sorry for interrupting, but yeah, it's not as fun as
That's
it should
true.
be.
There are
goals that I'll let you.
yeah, no, you're
More
good.
stretch
Go.
goals. Go.
There are more stretch
fun.
goals. Please. If you have not, if you are interested in, cyberpunk and fantasy and wargaming and miniatures, which you probably are if you're watching the stream, you're definitely hitting like at least 2 of the things on there. I would bet money on it. But if that is you, if that describes you, you should totally check us out on Kickstarter. Yeah. I also have a short story in an anthology that will be given to backers and will also be available for sale after the Kickstarter campaign has ended. So you should check that out. So yes, I think that about sums up the stuff that I'm currently working on. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again for our next live episode, which is, again, next week, Tuesday, August 18th. For those of you watching us live, stick around for a quick Q&A, and we will be reading your super chats. Take care out there. Bye.
Bye.